y'all excited for this like getaway? We're gonna be gone for over a month away from these babies, so crazy. Pretty much what we're gonna be talking about is how all of them came to be, how all of these RVs came to be, but we're gonna be going backwards because there's one more and it doesn't have wheels on it. Did I get you? No, I'm just kidding. I actually did a whole 7 minutes dedicated to the Vagabond, but I accidentally deleted all the footage somehow. So hopefully you enjoyed the other 3 campers. When I do get back to the RVs, I'll give y'all that rundown. But yeah, that's my bad. I don't know how I deleted the footage. YouTube is hard, man. I'm sorry. The most recent one we got, I believe, is the Red Dale. This beautiful girl right here. Playlist linked, and the playlist should be about up here if y'all are interested in the videos that, you know, are pertaining to the Red Dale. She is the newest acquisition. How that came to be, there's a lady named Miss Dawn. I've showed her in a few videos. She has a food truck. I went to look at a very cheap, almost free pickup truck camper they had, but it was way too big for my truck, right? So I realized it's too big, and that's cool. I see another camper over there in the corner though, and I'm like, hey, well, hey, you selling that one? And she's like, no, I'm not selling it. It's my little gym. I don't want to let go of it. And I agree. I was like, hey, I agree. That's a good call because that thing is a beauty. And I looked into Red Dales. Apparently they were made, I think, in Longmont, Colorado, which is one of my favorite towns in Colorado. Very like low key, very chill. But they were made in Longmont, Colorado to order. So they weren't mass produced. They were made to order. So I feel like that's sick. That's gonna be my gym. Like I said, that's the one I stay in. I can't believe that. There's a whole thread about Red Dales. I got into a group recently. Anyway, I'm rambling. So she didn't want to sell it to me, and I said, I agree, that's cool. So a couple weeks go by, and she realized, I think she's moving to Oklahoma. And she was like, she can't take the camper with her. Obviously, it'll just be way more weight, way more, I think probably a whole extra trip to take it, or again, like a whole flatbed. And she texted me and was like, was I still interested? Duh, I'm still interested, of course. I think it's great. Since she knew me, I was like, are you willing to do some payment plans for me? I could have bought it outright in maybe 2 months, but yeah, she did payment plans with me. So I just paid her a little bit every 2 weeks until I got that under my belt. Yeah, that's how I acquired the Red Dale. Like I said, she didn't want to give it to me at first. But you know, she talked to me and she realized what my plans was, what my goals were with RVs, and that it wouldn't be going into just anybody's hands. It wouldn't just be going to someone who's gonna scrap it or gut it out and turn it into a chicken coop. She knows I'm gonna restore it and give it life again. So she was willing to depart with it because it was going to me, and I really appreciate her for that. Also, let me know if y'all got any RVs, man. I might not be able to take them right now, maybe in like a year, or if y'all got some land, let me know. Let me know. If y'all got some land and y'all willing to let me set up and do this YouTube stuff on y'all land, hey, all I'm saying, this pop-up is free. The whole story behind it, I saw it on Facebook Marketplace. It was about an hour away from me, and it was free. I talked to the person about it. They said they never even tried popping it up. They said the person that they got it from told them that it didn't pop up. Something was wrong with the cable system or the lift system. And there's entire guides and forums online to show you like how lift systems are set up. You just got to buy the cables, run the lifts, run the cables, and yeah, it'll pull itself up. That's how it works. And so yeah, hopefully I want to really use this one to learn lift systems and like how they work, because that would be a really cool service to offer. Also, I can get plenty of pop-ups for free because they don't lift. Throw a $50, $100 pair of cables on there, crank it right on up after I get a crank handle, obviously. This also has a very weird crank handle where it has threads. I have to email somebody from popupparts.com. But yeah, I've never seen a pop-up camper with threads on the crank. So it has the thread on, lock, and then it starts popping up. Craziest mechanism I've seen yet on a pop-up. But yeah, this little guy was free. Went an hour, picked it up, brought it back. Haven't done much with it. Looked inside of it for one video. Yeah, that's about it. Like I said, I haven't been able to pop it up. Haven't been able to find a handle to even try to pop it up to see if it works. The roof looked like it had some hail damage, not the worst thing ever, and like it's been sealed in a couple places, so I might reseal it like the other RVs. Again, if you want to help with any of these projects, there's a wish list below. It'll give you links to anything I need, from like propane regulators to the front of propane regulators on the front. Well, that one works. This one, haven't tried it yet. Thank you, Miss Ramona. I'm not too sure who that is, but she got me an electric sander. Like I said, the video should be playing right now. She got me an electric sander. I still need a few more if anybody want to help out with that as well, but I'm getting some sanders so I can sand these rigs down and we can paint them over the winter. Hopefully Sarah can at least paint one after, but we'll see, because I have to take all the trim off and re-caulk and stuff before she really paints. But maybe she could do like a small painting on the door, or you know, little small pieces that we sure won't be taking off and stuff. But again, if you want to help out, links are below. Moving on, we got the holiday Rambler right here. Not too sure on the year on this. By the way, this Red Dale is a 1965. Not sure if I mentioned that, but yeah, like I said, it's also on the playlist, 1965 Red Dale camper. This right here is my holiday Rambler. What's so cool is the Rambler sticker is faded right in the middle between the windows, and the Red Dale is faded right on the very front of this Red Dale camper as well. But I got this one, I want to say about 2 months ago now. Yeah, about 2 months ago, give or take. Like I said, you can go find the first video on my channel where I got it and kind of put those pieces together. I probably got it a few days before y'all actually saw the video, but this one was, I just had to have it. So it was very cheap. It was very cheap. It was $700. This one, when I saw it, I was like, I thought it was gonna be a fifth wheel camper because of the cab over area, but no, they sent me pictures and it was a bumper pull, and I had never seen anything like that before. So I just had to get it. Price, like I said, only $700. I was like, I think I need that in my life. I fell in love, right? The dude told me how much it weighed. I was like, I don't think so, but maybe it might weigh that much. I'm really not sure. It's pretty long, but it doesn't seem like it's the most bulky, most heavy, but it probably is. I mean, I put my truck in 4-wheel drive, turned the overdrive off, and it came up the hill like a dream, to be honest. I really wasn't even dropping speed. So we'll look at it the first day. Like I said, these videos are on the channel, so it kind of makes sense if you ever want to go more into detail. But I went the first day, I looked at it. I went to go get it, first of all. So I got up early. I got up at like 4, it was a 2-hour drive. So I got up at 4 a.m., drove to Denver, right? And so that leaves me at 6 a.m. I have to come back and be at work at 9 a.m. So I get to Denver at about 6. Looking at this RV, and I realized there's no way for me to get it out. He has it in the gate, like in this gate, right? So it's in a gate. Normally you think I can pull it out, right? No, there's a tree like directly across the street from the gate, and there's a fence where the tree is. So I can't just go out wide and pull it out. You would have to like winch it out, turn it a little, winch it some more, turn it, winch it, turn it, which would be literally almost, I think would be impossible with my truck at the position it would have to be in. And I think the guy said he got it in there with a skid steer or something, which I was like, yeah, that makes sense, because there's no way my truck can get in here. I backed my truck all the way down this narrow alley. And yeah, I was like, why didn't you mention this before I drove 2 hours, bro? Anyway, I saw it. I put half the money down because I was like, I want you to know I'm serious. I just have to come back, you know, whenever you have it in the road. So we set up for a new time, a new date. I showed up. He already had it placed in the road for me, so all I had to do was bag up to it, hook up to it, give him the rest of the cash, pull off, and we was on our way. That's all I did. I took Keaton to a guitar shop, and kind of put the bug in me. If you don't know, I'm learning guitar, but he kind of put that little bug in me to kind of learn a little bit. And so I ended up getting my own for like $150 plus the case and everything. I think it ran me right at $225, less than $250. But yeah, that's how I ended up with the holiday Rambler. Like I said, Facebook Marketplace, accidental Facebook Marketplace. Like I said, I went for another camper, picked that one up. Picked that one up like a couple months later when I got done paying on it. And last one is the Vagabond.